What's up everyone, Titan here, and today I'm bringing you a video, actually the second part of Awakening Stat video. Well, before we go to the video, make sure you are subscribed to the channel, hit the like button, and there we go. So if you are lost here, I'm recording a video in English because a lot of people, a lot of players ask me to, and I use it to record in Portuguese, of course, because my mother language, and also most of my viewers are from Brazil and are Portuguese speakers. But for now, I'm trying to record like 2 or 3 videos in a week or something like that in English for you guys that doesn't speak in Portuguese or have difficult to read the subtitle, to translate everything. So there you go. Well, in the first part of the video, like the preview video, we talk about the defensives one, like tenacity, indomitable, and heavy. If you didn't see that, check it out and come here later. Okay, so there we go. Today, in that video, we're gonna talk about the offensives one. So let's go to our character right here, and again to the great sage reward. So, well, there you go. We're gonna start with break. Break is a nice stat to have, but only works in PvP. Okay, break only works in PvP. And so if you aren't aiming PvP, if you just playing PvE, you can just skip it. Okay, you can just skip that attribute because it just works in PvP for sure. Of course, like in Gate of Time is like a content later in the game. The mobs and the bosses will have a critical resistance, but isn't like tenacity, so break doesn't affect it all. But your critical hit, of course, will like make a difference there. Okay, but well, we're gonna see there in the future. And why I just mentioned that tenacity if you are talking about break? Well, because break counter tenacity. Each 1 point of break we counter 1 point of tenacity, like it's 1 per 1, literally. And did you record that I mentioned that tenacity reduce your damage, reduce the damage taken? Well, if tenacity make you more tanky, the break will literally break it. That's why I call it break, I guess. Well, so that's why I just work in PvP, because the bosses doesn't have tenacity by themselves. They just have a critical resistance and critical damage reduction and defense percentage. Well, that's it. So PvE doesn't have tenacity, so break just works in PvP. So there you go. Break, important to in PvP, comes from critical hit, and that's it. Okay, and that's it. You can stack break from critical hit, and each 1 point you get above 80% to critical hit, you get 3 points of break. Also, classes like assassins at all, like ninja and Azura, they have like steroids above from critical hit, so it count here. Okay, it count here. That's why assassins at all have like the huge breaks in the game. So well, be careful in PvP. Okay, just be careful. And if you want to roll the PvP, just stack a lot of break, and that's it. Just stack a lot of break. Now in the early game, because the late game the meta will change a bit. Okay, but we're gonna talk about it like in a few minutes. So there we go. Now we're gonna talk about penetration. Well, penetration, that's it. It's a good stat to have, but like among of the 3, the offensives one is the lowest one. It's like we just ignore it because it doesn't make much sense to have penetration, since the defensives class doesn't stack a lot of heavy. They just stack tenacity and indomitable. And penetration is like the break, but with heavy. If you break counter tenacity, penetration we counter heavy and leave it like that, like just doesn't increase your damage, we just counter the heavy. So let's say you have 10,000 of penetration. Well, if the enemy doesn't have 10,000 heavy, it's like, see, doesn't make sense, just doesn't make sense. If the enemy has like 1 heavy or 9999 heavy, just make like it's the same for you. You don't need to have a lot of penetration. Of course it's important because like the enemy will have a bit of heavy, but isn't like too much heavy to you have to explain you're having a lot of penetration, you know? Well, that's it. But if you are countering a paladin or a ice priest, it's nice to have a bit of penetration, since the paladin have a lot of block chance and ice priest has heavy in the spirit stones, and the ice power too does have a heavy there, so it's okay to have penetration. Okay, it's okay, but like it's stats, you know. So there you go, penetration, meh, stats, counter heavy, that's it. That's it, like you know. So now and penetration you can stack it from accuracy, okay, but isn't 80 or 70%, it's like above 50%. Above 50% you can each 1 point of accuracy, you can stack 3 points of penetration. So like it's easy to get. Also can say, if I'm not mistaken, or any offensive class has here like penetration here, yeah, and here and here and here, and okay, that's it. That's it. So yeah, it's easy to get, but isn't your main focus, okay? If you focus on PvP, just go for a break, like it's much better for you. It's literally much better for you. But now we're gonna talk about like the most important stuff in the game. If you are DPS, please start curation. Like stack curation as much as you can, Coercion comes from ignore defense, but not just from ignore defense, but you can stack it from ignore defense. Okay, and above 80% you can stack 1 point of ignore defense, gives you 3 points of coercion, and it's a lot. Literally, like, please just stack coercion as much you can, like, please. Each 1 point of coercion will increase your damage and 0.1%. And while you are riding your war mount or your mech, like later on, or exform it, and well, you always or exform it or ride your mount. Literally in PvE, in PvP, so stack coercion is the best attribute in game. Like, trust me, just stack coercion as much as you can, okay? And well, like now in the early game, works really nice in PvE, okay? Works really nice in PvE, but in the mid to late game, in PvP you will need break, but you will need coercion too, okay? You will need coercion too in PvP. And write down what I'm saying is like the meta change, okay? But well, for now, stack coercion as much you can. So coercion, most important stat in the game. Stack it, bro. That's it. Just stack it as much as you can, okay? You will have like a lot of ignore defense. You have like a lot of coercion runes, and spirit stones are coming in level 90 or 95 or 100, something like that. And you have a coercion there, okay? You have coercion there. Also, here in the far 17 probably? Yeah, I guess the 17. Right, yeah, right here, 17. Gives you 50 coercion. It's a lot. It's a lot. And then break and coercion again. And break and coercion again. So you can stack 200 coercion from there, okay? It's really nice. It's really nice. It's really nice. But for real, stack your coercion because will literally increase your damage like too much in PV and PvP, okay? And magic classes has the coercion there in the passives. Like physical classes has penetration or break, but magical classes has coercion here. So well, you understand it. You understood. So that's it. That's today's video. I hope you guys understood, and any mistake from my English, well, forgive me, and that's it. Okay. If you have any, end up right down below. And if the world doesn't end, I see you in the next video. See ya. Bye bye.
Let me just be honest with you. I want you, and okay. I've been running circles all the time.